everybody, and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. Well, tonight we're going to be speaking all about revamping yourself and creating a new look for the start of the year. This can, of course, boost your confidence and give you the spring in your step that you need to make 2013 a successful year filled with positive changes. Now, on Wednesdays, you know, if you watch the program, we spoke about how doing new things can make you happier. And this can also be true if you invest in your style and your looks too. So if you're getting bored of your look, if the clothes in your wardrobe don't inspire you anymore, if you have a new job starting or a new hobby maybe that you want to start up and you want to look different for it, then this is the show for you, because we're going to be giving you lots and lots of advice. So if you want to get in touch at any point during the show, you can email chris@chrissybshow.tv, and you can also give us a call on 020 7686 6300. Now, my lovely guests tonight are fashion stylist Zoe Zipper, makeup artist Kinga Dolecka, and we also have our regular fashion tips from Lisa Marie. So first of all, I'd like to reintroduce the lovely Zoe Zipper, who was on with us quite recently, weren't you, Zoe?
Yes, thank you for having me again.
It's lovely to have you back.
Thank you.
Did Happy
you have a good
Christmas?
Good.
Perfect
Christmas, thank you.
Lovely.
Good.
Okay.
I brought with me some things today to talk to your audience about. I've actually got a secret that all of these were actually purchased in the sales.
Oh.
So that's tip
These
number one.
sales, is January sales?
Yeah,
or
the January
before?
sales.
Okay.
This is all current items that I found recently that I think pick up on a few trends that are going to emerge this year. So you can still find things that are fashionable, which may have been a couple of seasons ago, but they're totally wearable now.
Right.
So I started with the oversized jacket, which I think is a must-have for every woman's wardrobe at the moment. I think people are afraid to wear big things because they think that they will be bigger.
Yeah, I always thought you had to sort of wear things really sort of fitted to your body to look good.
And that does look good, but another illusion to create is if there's something big on top, that there's something even smaller underneath. So it's all about creating an illusion, and it's warm, it's practical, and these styles are definitely something that's going to carry on through the year. We can see it even in blouses, things are kind of becoming boxier in the fit on the shoulders. And it's definitely something these have both been purchased on the high street this week.
Right.
So you can find styles like this in most of the high street shops now.
Are those big sort of shoulder pads ever going to come back, do you think?
Well, 80s is still having a bit of a revival, I have noticed. I've chosen quite some loud things going on here. We've got the floral print, as you can see, which you will be seeing quite a lot of geometric, florally kind of styles coming in. And it's just about piecing it with things like your everyday jeans, your favourite pair of black trousers. And you don't have to be head to toe in it, but just wear it comfortably. Wear things that you feel comfortable in. So
is this you bought this for yourself, this jacket?
I have to say this is mine.
It looks huge for you, though.
It does. And that's the thing. It's a great style because you feel kind of tiny underneath, and I like that kind of. It's kind of like mixing masculine and feminine, and it can be quite rock look, and
instantly smaller. Instantly slimmer.
There you go. And also the nice rose gold details. The rose gold thing's definitely in for the next year as well. That's all, and also the finished buttons on this blouse. This is definitely a trend that's going to be seen for the following year as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And how about these loud trousers here? What's going on here?
Oh, so I brought these in because...
You have to be really confident to wear these, right?
So true. But, they're not your everyday wear, but they, it's two trends in one with the metallics and the print. And even if you just add a metallic belt to an outfit, you can achieve the same kind of style.
It's like a disco look, this one.
Yeah, disco. So we've got 80s, we've got disco, and then we've got 90s, which is... lace and mesh is something that is a really playful thing to add to your wardrobe. You can always create a nice silhouette by having something fitted underneath and maybe a looser boxy shape on top, and then you're also creating sort of like the illusion of something small underneath. So these are all flattering styles for most body shapes because you're creating an illusion, which is always fun.
Now, Zoe, I know like some people are quite hesitant to try different clothes, because especially maybe like the older generation as well, they're sort of used to a certain style. But I know also maybe a lot of them feel that, I'm tired of the way I look. I kind of look in the mirror and I don't sort of get excited about the way I look anymore. I need to change, my style. I know I need to change my style, but I have no idea where to start. What could that person do?
Well, I think never be afraid to like seek help. And if you are shopping, a lot of people are intimidated by the people that work there, or they feel they can't ask for help, but that's what they're there for. And I know where I work, you know, there's a lot of women who come in and they may not know what suits them. And, you know, we're always happy to advise. Professionals are there to give professional advice. And, you know, a lot of people become comfortable. They don't want to change. They want to just stay in what they know, and then, but they're yearning for change.
Yeah.
And it's about not being afraid, taking a step and thinking, okay, I might not be the way I was 10 years ago, but I can still be a beautiful me kind of thing, you know, because everyone's got assets, and it's very hard sometimes to see yourself, the beautiful parts, and you have to just work with it, and also have fun with fashion, because, you know, you might like colourful prints in your home but not necessarily on your body, but you can always pick out a colour that you like and things like that, and that's what makes things individual, because you're creating something that says something about you, and you like really love the things you're wearing.
Now, when people come up to you, sometimes they might ask you for help because you are a fashion stylist. Do you find that when you kind of pick out a few things for them, they're like, oh, I don't know about that, they're a bit reluctant to try it on? Do you find that normally?
Oh, definitely. Like a lot of the time, I think people think, oh, it's far too short, or it's far too long, or they're not, a lot of people aren't actually aware of their bodies. And I think that trying on a couple of sizes, like a lot of people get used to their size, and they say, you know, well, I've always been a size 12, or I've always been a size 10. And then they may be smaller and they may be bigger, and you need to be able to roll with the changes, like be like, you know, things do change, adapt to them, and you will instantly, head to toe, even in the way you're dressing, you'll look better because it's suiting you. You know, it's right for you, and that's why it's tailored. You know.
I mean, I did go into a shop, I think it was last year, just looking around at a few things, but I did actually ask. Oh no, actually, she asked me. I was trying something on, and she said to me, the stylist said, "Oh, you look really nice with this as well." So she went to pick something out, and when I looked at her, I thought, "Oh, I don't know, I don't think so." When I tried it on, I was really surprised, and I thought, "How did you know this would look so good?" And I ended up buying it. She's a good salesperson as well.
There you go.
But you know, it did look like I would have bought it if it didn't look good. But she, you know, I was surprised at the result. Yeah, and I think it's really good to actually try, because a lot of fashion stylists are free as well. You don't have to pay for anything like personal shops. You don't have to pay for a lot of them. So, you know, it's worth just getting a second opinion.
Sure, and you know, it's much easier to kind of believe the bad, because you look in the mirror and you want to pick things apart, and it might take a second opinion to convince you actually, hey, it's not that bad. I do suit red, or I can wear metallic, and definitely, you know, sometimes bringing a friend with you always isn't the best, because your friends will love you anyway. And sometimes just having a person that's never met you before, never seen you before, they'll just be like, yeah, that works, because you know, there's no personal. It's personal, but it's objective, and that works. You know, they're seeing something, and if it doesn't, it's a no, and if it does, it's a yes. And we like yeses.
All right. Well, Zoe, we actually, as you know, you've seen me before, so you know I've had a colour. I've changed the colour of my hair.
Good.
Thank you. I've changed the cut and everything, so I've been having a bit of difficulty because I've gone into some items in my wardrobe, and I think that doesn't suit me anymore because my hair's different and the colour's different. We're just going to watch this video first of all of how, you know, the style was and everything, and then maybe you can give me some tips on the types of clothes that maybe I can wear. And obviously we've got Kinga coming on for the second part as well. He's going to talk about makeup as well.
Excellent.
So join us, just to have a look at this video first, and join us after this.
Hiya, welcome to New Star. My name is Neo.
I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Hiya, I'm Barbara. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Would you like to have some color change or just the style?
Both. Yeah, maybe both. We're looking for a bit of a new look. I want something subtle, and I think she wants something a bit more dramatic.
Okay, I just leave you some color chart, and you can have a look.
Okay.
I'll give you a few minutes, then I'll be back to you, then we can discuss. I mean, what do you think about the kind of graduated, modern-looking bob?
It's new for me, but I'm willing to try it.
I sort of want like a lighty brown, because I've had, basically it's sort of winter now, and highlights are a bit like not really suiting sort of the winter skin tone. So I'm thinking maybe like a light medium brown.
Do you like kind of red color?
I do, yeah.
You do?
I don't like red, and that's the only problem. So I don't know if you can sort of help me pick a colour. And
what I can do, I can give you some chunky red underneath to make the hair length here quite full. If you don't mind to have some few blonde, I can keep some blonde and we can go for that type of color. Then the end obviously is going to come out lighter, so I think that type of color can be really good for your skin color. And maybe kind of some side fringe. Yeah. And then few short layers, then you can mess it up. Okay. And it's actually quite easy to manage it yourself.
Cool. So you think that these highlights, it's better to have this in the summer for my skin tone?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, because it's kind of, I can't see really a lot of contrast now. It's been, I think it's been washed out. So you're just going to refresh the color. So it's going to look more, I think, smooth. Okay. You know?
Okay, let's go for it.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay then. Bro, you are very proud of yourself, so you let me, I'm proud of you as well.
I love it. So here's the end result. We've set the standard now for everyone to have a completely new look. I've come completely out of my comfort zone. I have never had hair this short apart from when I was 12. So it's I love the colour. I have to get used to the length as well, but I'm glad I did it. What about you, Barbs? You look gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm finding that for years I haven't wanted to have layers because I've been scared of them, and I've gone completely with the layers. And as you can see, my length I've kept the length, but there's layers everywhere, and I really I'm glad that I took the plunge and tried it out because
and the highlights are lovely as well.
Yeah, I really wanted this nice brown, but then we put some highlights in it. It's really different, but it's still got the length and it's got a bit of the lightness. So I'm really happy that I tried.
Sometimes you just have to trust the stylist as well, because I've never allowed any other stylist to talk me into cutting my hair this short. But it's good to actually trust them because they know what they're doing. Or most of them, a good one like this one anyway. they know what they're doing, and they know what's going to suit you as well, and the colours. So just try something new. Okay, so a very big thanks again to everyone at NeoStyle. You're amazing, and had a great time there as well. And I have to say, by the way, I had so many compliments about my hair on Twitter and Facebook and everything. So all credit to them because they did a really good job, I think. I know, Neil, that I haven't styled my hair like you did. I am trying. I will get there. Okay, I know it doesn't look as good as when you did it, but I'll get there. All right. So Zoe, help me. What kind of clothes? What kind of colours do you think?
Well, I definitely think that the brown, the reddish brown, is a much softer tone for you anyway. Yeah. And even though it's a change, it's definitely an improvement. So I approve. I think it's excellent. And I think that with the soft sort of metallic that you're wearing, it's really nice because it's got that kind of two-tone effect as well. So you can really play.
So I got it right with the dress then.
Definitely, always. And you could you can play around with a little bit more colour because you've got a bit more of a pop on top, and also because of the length of it, you can play around more with the necklines. Right. So you can go for more of a plunge, or you can go for a high one, because sometimes if you've got very long hair, like I'm wearing my hair up tonight, but if you're wearing something that cuts you off here and your hair's all over the place, then you're hiding too much almost. But you've got that room now to really play with like a new sort of a shadow here, so you can create a new shape for yourself just by changing your top.
Right, and colours and everything more sort of bright colours.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, you know, you don't want to clash because it's a red tone. So if you went for a bright, like, scarlet red, you know, you might. It might sort of clash, but I definitely think the kind of muted silvers like what you're wearing, nice burgundies, bronze, and emerald greens are really on-trend colour at the moment. Green. And I think, you know, with your eyes and your hair, I think that would really work. So a bright green or brights in that kind of palette, like a blue or a green, would really, really work well with that.
Lovely. So you're going to stay with us, right?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, got some more advice from you. I just bought a couple of red things that I was going to wear now. I can't wear them now, but anyway, I might try and get away with it still. Okay, so after the break, we'll be given makeup tips by Kinga Dolecka to go with Zoe's advice. So join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the Chrissy B Show. Well, we've been speaking about new styles and new looks for the new year because, as you know, sometimes you can look at yourself in the mirror and feel quite bored with what you see because you know you need a change, but you just don't know what to do about it. So I've had the lovely Zoe on the first part, which is still with us here, and we've also got the lovely Kinga as well, who's telling us all about makeup. Good evening, Kinga.
Good evening.
Thanks so much for coming as well to the show.
I'm very happy to be here.
So now you're both students at the London College of Fashion.
Yeah, that's
right. Do you want to give a shout out to the guys there? Because I know probably they're all watching. Which camera? Which one? This one? Hi everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for watching. All right. So you obviously know a lot about makeup. You're studying it and you're working it as well. So what are the would you say the must-haves that people need in their makeup case?
It's 2013, beginning of the year, and obviously we all want to make a change. And I think the great way to start it is to actually begin with the makeup. And basically, I think the first important thing is to have a good base, which is a good moisturising cream. Obviously, I found this on a high street. It's under £10. It's great.
Where's that going?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's great. It's for blemishes, it's for dark spots. So, for example, after winter, we all have quite greyish skin. It's obviously worn down, run down by the winter, by the cold. And obviously, we're all tired after Christmas, after the whole Christmas shopping and partying hard on New Year's Eve. So, I think a good moisturiser with obviously that refreshes your skin and brings out the colour is a good base. And then I've got a few things with me, 2 different primers, both found on the high street as well, under £15. They're really good. The first one is just the plain primer. It's really good. It smoothers, it brings out the colour, it brightens up your face, and it gives a good base for the makeup. Why should people
use primer though? It's very important. Moisturising and
it's very important to wear a primer. Just because it actually makes your makeup stay on, and when you apply foundation on your face, it actually smooths it out, so you don't have for example, if you have a dry skin, you don't have the dry patches. It just makes it look together, and it keeps it on, so even when it wears off, it kind of wears off equally rather than leaving bits and bobs on your face. If you have a skin like me, for example, it's quite sensitive, it goes red quite easily. I've got this primer here, and as you can see, it's actually green, which is kind of scary. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh gosh, what am I putting on my face? It's on the trend, the colours in fashion. But when you smooth it out, you can see it makes the skin look neutral. So you don't actually apply a lot of it. It's just a tiny bit. But if your skin does go red, or you have the red blemishes, it fixes it. It makes it so before. If you apply this on your face and then you apply foundation, it kind of makes obviously the colour look very nice and like skin tone rather than having the red marks on your face. What if you
have, like, as well as the red marks, but you have maybe dark sort of circles? Is that good for that as well?
It is, but there's obviously we use concealer and obviously under eye concealer as well, which I've got with me today as well. This is great. It's on high street under £5. Very cheap. You can purchase it anywhere. this one. This is Collection 2000,
Okay,
which is like a very well-known brand, I'm sure, by everyone.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised by it because I did use the designer makeup and this actually works with me better.
Really?
Yeah, and it's very
There you go.
cheap.
Have to get the most expensive makeup, girls.
Yeah, it's very cheap, it's very nice. It says on here, it stays on for 16 hours, and I think this is the first time that makeup actually didn't lie to me. So it does stay on quite long, and it's quite thick, so it keeps it on, it stays on, and it does cover the marks. This is really good as well. It's the Superdrug own brand, and you can only obviously buy it at Superdrug, but it's really good. This is more for under the eyes, and it has different shades, so it's quite easy to purchase it in your colour, and it does work really well. You can actually, when you apply it underneath your eyes, it's really smooth, so it doesn't make it look really heavy, which is important as well when you're obviously doing your eye makeup and obviously your face makeup.
So still, like, you can find things for quite a bargain then, because I think a lot of women are worried, especially if they're not used to wearing makeup and they want to sort of maybe buy a whole load of makeup now. They're quite worried about the cost, but you don't necessarily have to go for like the high-end brands necessarily.
Yeah, definitely. Personally, I think the only thing you should invest in, the most important thing, is a foundation, because it's definitely a thing that makes a whole new look and makes you look completely different. And that's the only thing I ever invest in, basically. I've got to, this week I actually ventured out to the high street and bought a new foundation, which I wasn't convinced, but I did buy it and I'm really happy with it. You can purchase it in Selfridges. It's the Lancome one. It's a photogenic one. There is a cheaper version of it, which is just as good. I think it's Revlon, and it's about £12, I think. But this one is really good. It's thick. It's full coverage as well, so it covers anything you have on your face. You don't have to apply a lot of it. So if you want to go for the more natural look, you only apply a tiny bit and it still covers everything. It's very even. It's really easy to apply. I apply with my fingers. I don't even use a brush.
Yeah, what about that? Because some people say it's good to use a brush. Other people say, no, use your fingers. What is the best way?
I think, personally, it obviously completely depends on like the texture of the foundation and what type of foundation you're using. There's different ones. I think when it's quite liquidy, you can apply it with your fingers, and it's quite easy to do that. But some people do prefer using a brush. I don't. I feel like when I'm using a brush, you leave the marks, you leave the lines with a brush. So I feel more comfortable applying it with my hand, obviously. And I've got this with me as well, which you can buy in, I think, department stores. And it's like a tinted moisturiser rather than foundation. It's really good as well. It's quite smooth and it doesn't cover your face up if you don't like the full coverage, if you just want something on your face to make you look maybe a bit darker. So yeah, it works really well. And I think foundation is the key. And if we want to bring the colour out and if you want to look fresh-faced and bright and nice, I definitely would invest in a good foundation. And I think a good idea is to actually ask people at the counter. Don't be afraid to. I think the problem is as well when you go foundation shopping, which we all do, is you're not sure about your shade. Obviously people have different skins. Personally, I have the rosy skin, so it's quite pinkish. So there's usually two completely types of skin, and you have to know your shade, and it's quite hard to match it up when you just tap it on your hand. So it's better to actually ask for advice, and those people are really good. So I wouldn't be scared of asking them. I would just go out there, ask for a sample, try on at home, and then purchase it.
Okay then. And say for my now with the different change of the colour change of my hair and everything, what type of makeup, what colours do you think would be good?
I think the makeup you're wearing tonight is really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've got it well. Yeah, obviously your hair is like brownish, reddish shade, and I would definitely bring out the lips. I think lips are in it at the moment. I've even got some lipstick with me, and these are actually the colours that are in. This is like a darkish reddish brown, which is a lovely colour, and I think that would actually really suit you. So and the browns are in, and that would look lovely with your hair. You'll match, and obviously you can have a different colour on your eye, and because you have green eyes, you can experiment with colours so much. We're not all lucky. So yeah, definitely dark eye, maybe a smoky eye, and at the moment the dark makeup is in. I think we used to be quite scared to have the dark eye and dark lips, but it's not like that anymore. You can play around, you can have dark lips, you can have dark eyes, whatever you fancy, and a definitely dark blusher brings out your cheekbones, and that's what you want with your short hair. You want the cheekbones out, you want the bones to be out showing. Okay. Which, another thing, actually, I bought this week as well, which is a glow.
You two have been shopping together, haven't you,
we
this week?
We have.
What an excuse. I'm going to be on the Chrissy B show, so I need to go and buy some.
We've been spending money, but yeah, not that much actually. This is under £10,
Don't
and
tell anyone that. Don't tell anyone that.
it's really good. It's like a shimmer, and then you can actually, it is for your cheekbones, but I apply it everywhere. On my eyes, on my nose to make it stand out, and my cheekbones. Yeah, and like I say, it's really, really good. It's smooth, and you don't have to apply a lot of it as well, so it works really well. So if you want your cheekbones out there, you should, just buy something like that, something shimmering to obviously bring them out, and then apply the blusher underneath. I think that works really well as well, to make that in and that out, obviously.
And for people that maybe sort of middle-aged ladies, maybe that have got a few wrinkles, a few lines here and there, what would you think, what kind of makeup look would you advise for them?
Personally, my mum recently just had a baby, so obviously that kind of links in with the New Year thing. She obviously wasn't feeling herself, she wasn't quite there. And we had the chat about makeup, and from watching her do and from observing, I would definitely say use a foundation that's for older skin, for aging skin, because that has the lifting effect. And and primer as well. If you use a good primer, that lifts your skin, so it kind of gets rid of like the kind of heaviness, as well as gets rid of the wrinkles. And definitely use concealer underneath your eyes, which gets rid of the bags, and then definitely focus on the blusher, which brings out the bones, and then you don't pay attention to the rest of the face, basically. But good foundation for aging skin is definitely the key to get rid of all that.
And I'd say that it's quite old-fashioned to want to match your lipstick to your outfit. I think that's a big no-no.
Really?
I think that, you know, when you're wearing head-to-toe colour, that's a very dated look. So a way to refresh, like a casual look, might be by going for a totally opposite lipstick or a totally opposite nail colour. And I think with outfits, you can really bring them together with the makeup sometimes as well.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
What about matching your shoes, Zoe?
I think everything can work in moderation.
Right, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, like Zoe said, if you're just wearing all black head to toe, wear a bright pink lipstick and it will just completely change your outfit. For a reason, I all the time wear the same clothes, but different lipstick makes a change, definitely. So lipstick is in, wear it, definitely wear it, lipstick. And I've got blusher palette here as well, which is very, very so bright, actually.
Wow.
It's super
What's with
bright.
The orange?
Actually, when I first saw it, I was like, oh gosh, this is so bright. But the point of it is to be artistic and play around with the colours. You don't have to, it looks really intense, but actually when you apply a tiny bit of it, it just brings, it brings out the colour. And the good point about it as well is, you can mix the colours. And sometimes I think with buying a blusher, you can't do that because it's one colour, so it's really hard to obviously get the right colour. And with this, it gives you actually a chance to play around with the colour and get the right mix. And I've got a bit more expensive one here, and it's really good as well because it's shimmering. With this one, it's a bit matte. This one is shimmering, so it kind of maybe more evening wear, I would say, to bring out the cheekbones again.
You love cheekbones, don't
I
you?
do, I definitely do.
I love like cheekbones.
Yeah.
You both got lovely cheekbones, by the way.
Yeah, definitely with the cheekbones. And eyebrows are still in, like there was last year. So my favourite.
I was just looking at both your eyebrows, they're amazing.
Like,
you have to teach me how to do that.
The kit.
Yeah, this is the kit. This is the kit. And actually, I got it even discounted because it was like already used. But it's under £10. Yeah, it's sleek.
That's from Superdrug, isn't it?
It's Superdrug brand as well. I'm actually really surprised with the makeup. Like it's high street, but it's amazing. This one is so good. It comes in an eyeshadow, and then it comes in like a kind of cream texture.
Specifically for eyebrows, is it? Or
it's just for eyebrows, and it actually comes with that I've taken out a brush and a little. It comes with a brush, so it comes with everything you need really for the eyebrows. And you can mix them together, make them as dark as you want, and it's really good because yeah, the more creamy texture makes it stay on the skin. Where we use a pencil, it actually rubs off really easily. And if you touching your face, putting your hand on your face, you just rub it all off, and then you end up with black liner on your forehead, which is not nice.
It's lovely.
All right, we've run
really
out of time,
nice.
girls. I'm so upset because I'm really interested in all this stuff.
Girly chat.
But yeah, ladies, thank you so much. Amazing advice. You're brilliant, both of you.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you again soon, girls.
Thanks for
Hint,
having
hint.
us.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so after the break, we'll also speak to Lisa Marie for a roundup about new looks, new styles, and new you, bringing fashion, makeup, and hair together. And we'll also be talking about how these things can bring you more confidence for 2013. So join us after this break.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back. So if you want to get in touch, don't forget you can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv. I think it's a bit late for them to call, so I'm not going to give the telephone number. But if you want more information about the show as well, you can visit chrissybshow.tv. So now I have the lovely Lisa Marie with me. Hello, darling.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Did you like all the advice that we were given before by Zoe and Kinga?
It's very good.
Yeah, it was
The girls were good.
They were lovely, weren't they? Okay, so we're going to watch a makeover first and then come back to discuss it. This was Pamela that got, you know, she's a lovely, gorgeous girl, but she didn't quite know what to do with style and makeup and stuff. And here's the result before and after. Take a look.
Hi, we're outside Image and we're here for the first part of Pamela's makeover for the fashion and the styling. So let's go and take a look inside. Okay, so we're here for the makeover now. Pamela's just behind me taking off all her makeup. So when that's done, we're going to go in for the makeover. Okay, so we're going to give Pamela a bit of pampering now. Not too much, just... Okay, so this is the eyebrow before, and this is the results after. So as you can see, this one's really neat.
Well, before my makeover today, I wasn't quite knowing what to expect, but I'm very, very pleased with the outcome. My hair's done, my makeup's done. I've got to try on some beautiful clothes and jewellery today. I've had a wonderful time and I'm definitely feeling more confident.
Didn't she look gorgeous?
She did, and that's exactly the kind of thing that you want from a makeover, for someone to come out of it and feeling so confident and feeling so wow, but also having new tips as well for them to go out and practice what they've actually had done to them as well. Because, I mean, the New Year is the best time, I think, to do it, because everyone always has that kind of positive feeling, want to make a change, especially if they have been stuck in a rut before. And like the girls were mentioning, and I think you said about going to see a personal stylist or a personal shopper. For example, I know Dorothy Perkins at Bond Street, they have a nice little room as well for where their personal shoppers are. And they can go around, pick you outfits, and there's no obligation for you to buy, but it's just that they can help you to try something that you may have never tried before.
Yeah, is it free service as well?
Totally free. You can just go in there. I think you can do it online and book appointments and go in there. And I know most places do it. Debenhams have it. So lots of places on the high street do it. And
that's a really good thing, because sometimes some women might have watched that video and think, oh, I can't afford to have all that done and have a whole makeover and stuff. But there are places that you can go and get some really good advice. You don't need to go through a makeover, someone to do it for you. You can just do it yourself.
And even with like the makeup counters, when you go in the big department stores, so your Selfridges, your Debenhams, your House of Frasers, John Lewis, as soon as you walk in, there's loads of makeup counters for every colour, every skin tone, every person. And you can go up to any of them and just ask them, I don't know what suits me. Sometimes they ask you to make appointments, so they can't always. Like I know the MAC counter, for example, you have to go and book for that one in Selfridges. They're too busy to see you there. But they will do that for you. And what they do at MAC as well, if you want to pay to, because I think they get you to put a deposit down at MAC. And I know they also, because my mum had a bridal makeup, and she bought it from there. And they sat her down, showed her all these different things, and then they had a face on a piece of paper.
I was going to say,
just a random face. And what they do is the products that they have put on you, they will make up that face like that and write it down, so that you will know. So if it is for like a bridal makeup or for a special occasion, so then you will also know how it is they did it, what they applied where. And if you go, as I said, anywhere, they will help you find what's right for your skin tone. Because like Kinga said, when it comes to foundation, we all do it. You try it on the back of your hand, and your hand is a different skin tone to what's on your face. And also, some people can have, like she also mentioned, like a pinky background or pinky tones or yellowish tones, and it's not obvious if you're doing it on the back of your hand. But these makeup artists that are at the stations, they will be able to help you figure out which one is right for you. And so, you know, you can, and as well, some people get stuck in a rut. I think this is the main thing with eyeshadows and things like that. And they think, I couldn't possibly wear blue, I couldn't possibly wear green. I've only ever worn this safe brownish kind of eyeshadow, and that's it. And we're doing ourselves a disservice, because especially darker skin tones, Mediterranean, Caribbean, African, they can take so many colours. It's ridiculous.
I only started experimenting with colours last year, actually, because I always used to just go for the safe browns. But I found a really nice, my friend sort of showed me this really nice palette. It's a sleek one, actually, as well, from Superdrug. Really nice, really sort of bright, different colours. I've been experimenting. I really like the colours.
And it's because people, they look at it automatically and think, there's no way I can't wear that, because they've never actually tried it. And once you do it, you would be surprised what it does for your face.
You should just have a pyjama party with your friends and just get a load of makeup and just start experimenting.
And the sleek palettes are a really good idea. Because they are good for value for money. So I think it's like the palettes start around $7.99.
Yeah, that's what I got mine for.
So it's like I think it has like about 12 different colours inside. So you can just try different things. And if you're too scared about it being too bright, then just use a black eyeshadow to taper it down. And that way, if you're like a bit about green eyeshadow, just taper it down a little bit with a bit of black.
I love green
and it'd be
eyeshadow.
perfect. Me too. Love it.
But Annalise Marina, I know that there's also women that maybe put a bit of weight on over Christmas, or maybe they've been a little bit overweight for a long time, and sometimes they feel that they can't wear nice clothes. They don't feel confident enough to wear nice clothes, and I know, because I used to be in their shoes as well. And I just didn't feel attractive in anything. And I just felt like there weren't any nice clothes. And actually back then, there really weren't many nice clothes that you could wear if you were like oversized. But lately, there's a lot of nice fashion. We've got this video as well to show these two ladies that went to, to try on different kind of clothes that they weren't used to, and they look fabulous. Let's take a look at this. Okay.
Here I am outside Mitch Clothing, about to go inside for our Size Plus makeover. Let's go inside and meet all the people involved today. Hi Jennifer, hello Lindsay, lovely to meet you. So are you ready for your makeover today? Yes. Okay, let's go meet the team.
what they're wearing now, would you say that this is not doing them any justice? Would you say it's not very flattering? What would you say?
I'd say at the moment we've got room for improvement. We're just generally going to look at, you know, apple shapes and pear shapes and different styles that will be more flattering, probably things that you thought you couldn't wear.
Okay, so let's get them into the changing rooms and try on some different styles. What do you think is the most common fashion error that people wear in the larger size? They come in here, is there something that people you find do and it just looks really bad and you want to help them? Or
some ladies still try to find a short top, and if they're wearing trousers, is absolutely not the right thing to do for a lady. It finishes in all the wrong levels.
So come out, Lindsay.
Lindsay's wearing a gorgeous red dress from Joseph Ribkoff. It's actually a dress that you can wear both ways, so you can either wear it with the V and the slight scoop at the front, or you could actually wear it back to front and have a slightly higher neck.
We always ask them what size they are. For instance, you might come in and tell me you're a size 4, which is close, but some people that come in that say they're a size 16 and you know they're not a 16, so there's no point in showing them another size because they'll get offended if they haven't told you. So you have to work out, and you can usually judge after, I mean, you know, I'm getting on a bit now. I know roughly what most people's sizes are, and I know what I think, what people want.
So come out, Jennifer, let's have a look. Wow, that is very glamorous, isn't it?
The reason why this jacket is particularly great for curvy girls is that this central panelling, which we've seen all over the catwalk, so this jacket is really great.
Sometimes it's colour. People go for the wrong colour. They want to wear a fashionable colour, but they can't. I know everybody says that teal suits everybody, but not everybody wants teal. That's the difference.
I think the common misconception here that we're trying to dispel is that most women can wear stripes. It's about the proportion of the stripe and where it falls.
That is absolutely gorgeous. So this is your favourite outfit, and it does look really, I think it's my favourite on you as well. What is it about it that you like?
I like the long line. I like that it's quite comfortable as well. I think I would never wear a round neck normally, and that's something that I feel freed up to pursue that.
This is your favourite outfit, jacket. It looks fabulous on you. And what is it that you like about it?
It's just so glamorous, so easy to wear. You can wear it on top of anything. I absolutely love this sort of, it's just so flattering.
Have you learnt any new sort of styling tips from your chats with the stylist today?
Yeah, and you try something on, you think, oh, I'd never wear that, and it looks so different and so good. So you really have to think more in a new way.
What do you think, what stood out the most of these looks and why you chose them?
Well, with Lindsay especially, I mean, she's supposed to be sort of a shy, retiring little person, but once she's got all the makeup on and in the right clothes, I think she looked fabulous. And of course, Jennifer looks fabulous in that as well, very glamorous.
It's all about, you know, being adventurous and trying the things that you might not normally try.
I think we've all had a really good day today and learnt something. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks, Mel.
There you go, you can look fabulous whatever your size, and as the lady said there, you know, you see something and you think that's not going to look nice, but when you actually try it on, just try things on, you never know, you're just going to look nice and stuff, you wouldn't even believe it.
Those same rules that the lady said, they apply for absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, because some people, they hide behind, you know, baggy clothes or dark clothes, thinking that they don't have the figure or the confidence to wear anything a bit brighter. And that's so untrue. So the best thing to do as well is get that objective opinion, like Zoe?
Yeah,
Zoe said about like what a personal shopper can do for you. You know, or if you've got friends that are honest, not those ones that, you know, be like, no, that really suits you, when it's like, no, you look a mess. No. Friends that are honest, because you kind of friends that will tell you, actually, no, this colour might suit you better. So only go shopping if you want to get a different look with friends that you know are going to be honest with you about what is right for you as well. And just start experimenting. It's totally the time to do it, to try different things. I mean, because it's always at this time of the year that the kind of fashion trends are a little bit quieter, because we've just come out of the sparkly Christmas season and fancy party dresses over New Year, and then it's far too cold to wear anything that's coming in for spring. So, you know, you've got that time to go out there and have a look. There's loads on the sale rails. Like, I got these fab trousers, I got these in the sale. They're only £9 from New Look.
Oh, serious?
Exactly. 7, and these are 7/8 trousers. So
Are
these
those shoes new as well?
No.
Confess,
These
Lisa Marie.
These ones aren't. There are more at home, but we won't talk about those. We went shopping for these as well.
Okay.
But there's loads that are in the sales. There are some fantastic bargains that are out there. So go and have a look, try on and experiment. I mean, if you've never gone for something that's bright blue before, try it, but maybe try it under something that's black. And that way you'll be able to start introducing that colour, but not in a wow way if you're not confident with that. But go out there and try it. There's so many different things. And even with the trends that are coming up, there are probably things that are in your wardrobe that you can recycle to make to fit in, because monochrome is, as I'm wearing right now, and that's supposed to be big for like spring, summer. So it's not always that you have to completely revamp your wardrobe for it. Have a look what you've actually got. Some things can be tailored, and then you just buy smartly so you can wear them together.
You know what, Lisa? I'd love our viewers to actually take some pictures and send to us when they do these things. I really hope you are going to actually experiment with hair, with makeup, with your clothes as well, because I'd love to see before and after photos, and I'd love to show them on the show. So if you're brave enough, if you don't mind, please do email some stuff through to me, chris@chrissybshow.tv. Now, I know sometimes, you know, you can sort of do your hair, you can do your makeup, you can, you know, have a completely new style, and maybe you're going to feel good about yourself for a while, but sometimes that will wear off. Some people, it changes them, it makes them happy and it lasts, but for others, because there's more deep-seated issues within them, it doesn't help for very long. So if you do find that, you know, even though you've tried to make over and you've tried to change the way you look and everything like that, but inside you're still feeling unhappy, then you need to really look deep within yourself and see, what is it that's making me unhappy? It's obviously not my looks, because I've changed my outside. What is it that's making me feel down, that's making me feel depressed, unconfident? And address those issues as soon as possible, because there's no point in looking nice on the outside when inside you feel like rubbish. And I know that, you know, as you know, my past as well. So, you know, it's not a nice thing. I used to sort of dress up and feel great on the outside, or look great on the outside, but inside I was dying inside. I felt so low, so like rubbish basically inside. So, you know, until I got help with that, I didn't really sort of enjoy doing the outside stuff as well, because, you know, the outside's a reflection normally of what's inside, isn't it? So invest in that. And if you do need help with that, if you want to email me, it's chris@chrissybshow.tv. And don't forget, if you want more information about the show, chrissybshow.tv. And Monday we're going to be talking about getting in control of your finances. So if you've been overspending like crazy, Lisa Marie?
No, I've been good.
She's been good. Okay, she's disciplined with her money. But if you haven't been good like Lisa Marie and you need some help to get back in control, that'll be Monday's show. So we'll leave you with this outtake, and we'll see you again next time. Lisa Marie, thank you so much.
No problem.
We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye for now. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Hello. Hi, welcome to New Star. Oh, sorry, my name's Neo.
Hi dear, lovely to meet you.
Well, lovely to meet you. 1 minute. Welcome to New Star. My name's Neo.
Hiya, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Oh.
Sorry, do it again.